Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now this is definitely a concussion. These are two hard-hitting heavyweights. Both of them, we can definitely agree on the fact that they're hard-hitting, I think. And that'll be Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, versus AJ, Anthony Joshua. Both former champions, both high knockout percentage. Both, you gotta say, exciting, right? They're exciting fights, both of these guys. So that brings us to the fact of if they meet, what's up? Are they gonna meet? If they meet, are we gonna be interested? What's up? Let's get into it. I personally don't think the fight is gonna happen. I don't think the fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is gonna happen. First of all, let's be honest. The demand is not what it used to be. The demand is just not what it used to be. If we would have had that fight when it was for undisputed, all right. If we would have had that fight after each of them had one loss, all right. Right? Y'all run around here with 2 and 3 losses. Casual fan probably like whatever, right? A real fan of boxing, cool, but it's about 5 losses between them. It's not what it used to be. It's not for undisputed. It ain't for no bragging rights. It's being the best somewhere. It's just a good heavyweight scrap from two dudes who can knock each other out. That's what it is. Is that worth what everybody's trying to get for it? All this money is big and pay-per-view and it's going to make all this money. I'm not really sure about that, right? Here's some other reasons. First of all, that's demand. Another reason, Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua are not invincible anymore. Can we agree on that? I'm a Deontay Wilder fanboy. Let some of y'all tell it. I'm telling you, he ain't invincible now. I don't know if he's going to have the same punch resistance after having a dent, a real dent in your head. I'm not sure how he's going to come back. Anthony Joshua looks shaky as it is, right? Neither one of these guys are invincible, right? Now, we could argue this years ago, even though, they were shaky in a couple of fights, but they were still undefeated, which we at least could have argued, hey, man, if they're undefeated and they still got 20, 30 fights, then damn it, they could be invincible. Now, that ain't it. You can get any kind of guy, a short, fat guy with fast hands can beat Joshua, a guy smaller than him with skills can beat him, a guy 6'9", 270 can beat, with skills, can beat Deontay Wilder. We've seen it. So invincibility is gone. You see what I'm saying? So, what's up with that? They're not invincible. We know they can lose, right? So, another thing is, how will negotiations go? Everybody get a little humble, or we're going to still have problems with negotiations with one fool wanting more than 80% of the purse, because people was telling him, you on the island and you making all this money, and you the bomb, and the other guys just should be happy to get in the ring with you and just take whatever you give them. Are we gonna have stuff like that still popping off? If so, negotiations ain't gonna go right. That's another hurdle I see coming up. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one that we just ignoring: the upcoming fights before the fight happened. Deontay Wilder got Hellenius, right? Hellenius not easy. Some people would have called him a bum maybe if you give him about 15 months ago. They'd call him a bum. But he done beat up Kanauki twice. Yeah, Kanauki's not a bum. Now he probably will be one. Robert Hellenius had beat some people. Now he done lost a couple too, but he done beat some people. We know how he looks when he can knock somebody out. We know that he's skilled. We know that Deontay Wilder's coming off a loss and a layoff. That Robert Hellenius fight ain't easy. First of all. And Anthony Joshua, he's in a situation where who the hell is he going to fight? Right? He's probably, I'm got my phone on. He probably going to call me up because he can't, who he going to fight? Who Anthony Joshua going to fight and you think he going to beat? It's got to be somebody, it better not be nobody in the top 10 because I don't know who we think he going to beat. Michael Hunter, Filip Herkovich, Joe Joyce, Joseph Parker, right? Might have to be Dillian White. But Dillian White, because Dillian White going to go down swinging, at least. You see what I'm saying? So who's Joshua going to fight? If he fights somebody that's totally not in the top 10 or top 15 or something, then that's not going to be good in selling the Deontay Wilder fight. Deontay Wilder might have a banana peel with Robert Helenius. So the upcoming fights are going to be significant in terms of what happens with these two guys meeting. They have to come off of real significant wins for us to get hyped about the fight. Not me personally. I'm just saying for boxing fans to get hyped about it, they better do something in the upcoming fights. Right? And it brings me to my other point. Another loss for either of these guys. You know, it's career threatening. Not ending, but threatening. Because you mess around and go from where you are to a mediocre fighter. And we don't want that for neither one of these guys. They've been at the top. And a lot of guys who have been at the top for a while ain't going to want to be mediocre. So that's an issue. And then it brings me to my last point. Joshua's trainer for the fight with Usyk, the second fight, was Robert Garcia. And Robert Garcia is like, man, you better not get in the ring with no damn Deontay Wilder right away. So he said it, basically. Don't do that. You need some fighters to build you up, to get your confidence back. And this is the trainer saying that, right? When trainers say stuff, you got to kind of listen, right? Like back when Terrence Crawford was being avoided by Manny Pacquiao. Because Freddie Roach, his trainer, said, that's a bridge too far, basically. That's a young Floyd Mayweather. We don't want to do nothing with Terrence Crawford. We ain't putting him in there with that. And also, the promoter and Bob Arum said, hey, man, we don't want Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao to get hurt by messing with them. It'd be a devastation. It's one of his quotes. So that's why Manny Pacquiao never fought at Terrence Crawford, for the ones that don't know that. Right? That's why that never happened, because we ain't feeding him to Terrence Crawford, which would have been good for Terrence Crawford's career, but they were scared to do it, and it's documented. So when Anthony Joshua's trainer, Robert Garcia, who wanted to make him tough and aggressive and come in there and do all that, tells him, you better not be messing with no damn Deontay Wilder right now. We don't know whatever else, because they didn't cut his right arm off. So if his right arm is still on, we don't really care about all the stuff with no skills he got. He better learn how to box, like Ray Mercer said lately, and all that stuff. I don't know what his skill set is, but a whole lot of people was on the ground, right? And Anthony Joshua's already tendencies to go on the ground, like he got a magnet in his body, because he's always on the ground. So those two don't mix, no matter what kind of skills Deontay Wilder have. They didn't cut that right arm off, which means he still got it. That's probably not a good recipe for Anthony Joshua, and that's what his trainer is saying. So with those reasons being said right now, those are reasons that I don't think Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua was happening. Now, would I love to be wrong? Yeah, because that means everything happened good. That means Joshua came back and smashed somebody. Deontay Wilder smashed Helenius, and they going into that fight with a whole lot of momentum, and then we hyped about it. The winner of that has so much momentum that we could possibly think that he could beat one of them guys, Usyk or Tyson Fury. Let's see what happens going forward. Sorry, in this video, the glass is half empty, right? But it is what it is. What's your opinion? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.